Hey guys, Lokes299 here, coming at you in another video, and today I am bringing you another review, WWE Main Event 7 for July 15, 2014. This will be my last review for quite some time because I'm going on a 2-week vacation, but I will get back on things as soon as I get back from vacation. City was Fayetteville, North Carolina, and commentary team was Saxton and Phillips. Miz comes out for the season premiere of Miz TV and he reads a letter. Then Sheamus comes out and they start arguing for a bit. Sheamus goes to the Brogue and Miz just runs away. His segment didn't really do anything except for set up the main event a little bit later on tonight. And it didn't even really build up the Battle Royal that much, so I don't know. Our first match was Emma versus Cameron. It was awesome to see Emma back, and Naomi on commentary was just good because due to the lack of build-up on Raw, I'm glad they actually featured this feud on main event, and hopefully they just have a little something like a backstage fight on SmackDown or something. And Cameron's music is kind of strange, her new music. I'm not sure if it really fits her heel character, but I'm going to give it some more time before I really judge it. Cameron counters the Emma sandwich at the beginning with some, like a drop kick. That was really cool. Cameron was just very aggressive in this match, which I think she's much better as a heel than a face. Emma hits a nice high cross body, hits a clothesline. Cameron then counters the dilemma and throws Emma over the top rope. Cameron puts Emma back inside the ring, and she's too busy looking at Naomi, and then Emma rolls her up for the 1-2-3. Cameron then attacks Emma after the match, but then runs away once Naomi comes inside the ring. There wasn't really that much to the match, but I think that they progressed the feud for Naomi versus Cameron, and even though it's on the pre-show, I actually think it's going to be a decent match, and I'm kind of excited for it at Battleground. Up next was Big E versus Kofi. Big E and Kofi versus Ryback. Axel starts off with Kofi, and I put all these guys are former champs except for Ryback. It's kind of surprising of how he hasn't had a title yet in his career. I mean, he was once the top guy at the company. Big E hits a huge shoulder block right away. Big E then hits the 3 backbreakers to Ryback, so that was a cool spot. Kofi then hits a double foot stomp to the arm of Ryback. Faces start to work on the arm for a little bit. Big E hits a release belly-to-belly suplex. He then catapults Kofi onto Ryback, so that was another cool spot. Big E hits a belly-to-belly to Axel to bring him inside the ring. Hits a splash once we come back from the commercial break. And this is a cool little moment where Axel hits like this double axe handle on the outside to Big E after a nice exchange between Big E and Ryback. Ryback then starts to dominate with these with a nice double knee drop maneuver where they did like 100 times. That was really cool. Like I said, they dominate. Axel hits a huge knee lift. Big E hits a huge big back body drop to Ryback. Eventually gets the hot tag. Kofi comes in a house on fire. Hits a crossbody on Axel for 2. Ryback breaks it up. He then goes for a shell shock. Kofi pushes him into Big E for like the big body splash. Kofi then hits Trouble in Paradise on Axel. This is just an awesome tag team match. It featured some great action and it was just really cool. I like Kofi. I think they're a cool tag team, and the commentators really put over the Battle Royal. So overall, this segment was really successful. I really enjoyed it. Next, Miz was interviewed backstage and said the same thing that he cuts every single time. Like I said, I think this Miz character could work, and I like it, but already it's starting to get a little bit old. I think he needs to vary up his promos. They've been the same since he returned, and I think he needs to change something up. The letter reading was cool, but then he did it again tonight. I think Miz should not have been interviewed. Maybe someone else, I don't know, to put over a different match. for Battleground. I don't know. Up next was the main event, which was Miz versus Sheamus. Sheamus hits a clothesline right at the start. Miz then hits his corner clothesline, goes to the double axe handle, and Sheamus counters with a body shot, hits 4 beats of the battering, and then Sheamus goes to the battering ram, and Miz hits a dropkick. That was a cool spot. Miz hits a barricade slam, and Sheamus gets back inside the ring at a count of 9. Sheamus then starts to come back, while his usual comeback hits a total roll slam. For 2, no, not for 2. He then goes for Brogue. Miz protects his face, and then Sheamus rolls him up for the 1-2-3. I just thought it was a bad main event to end the show. Their Monday night Raw match was just so much better. This one was just kind of boring, and the match really didn't have anything to it. Like I said, Monday was much better, and it was a dumb finish. Match tonight, I'm going to give it to the tag team match, and it was really good, and I really like this new team, Kofi. Overall show, this is not a good main event at all. The Miz TV segment was like nothing. The main event was nothing. And, you know, the Cameron versus Emma match, like I said, the match really wasn't anything special, just build up Cameron versus Naomi, which is good, but it still can't save a 1-hour show, especially when the match wasn't anything. Really, the only thing worth watching is the tag team match, so I definitely would not recommend the show this week. It was not too good of a show. But that's going to be all for my review, and I guess I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So, see